Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Gigi, and I'm here with another video. And this video is all about doing things to find yourself, right? So oftentimes, a lot, um, we could tend to lose ourself in situations. Um, I've definitely allowed myself to be led astray numerous times, and like I said, it all goes back to, the childhood and everything like that. And, I had to sit myself down and ask myself some serious questions, and, was surprised at, I wouldn't say I was like surprised, but I was surprised at the answers that myself, replied back to me. And, like I said, oftentimes, depending on it could be relationships, family situations, or whatever, school work, we could tend to lose ourselves, lose our focus, lose our guidance and stuff like that, lose our path and our journey, detour and stray away from it. And I want to let y'all know that it's easy for y'all to get back on track. Sometimes, we can become very possessive, controlling of situations, of scenarios. We want to control it. We want to know every little nook and cranny of it. And like I said, if God wants you to know something, He's going to allow it to be revealed to you. And like I said, sometimes we could become so obsessed into something that we're kind of missing the point. We're missing the key factors of it. And you tend to lose yourself, right? You tend to not be doing what you're supposed to be doing. You allow it to get you down. You're depressed. You're mopey. You're sad. You're grouchy and blah, blah, blah. You're really not in that high vibe that you should be on. And like I said, trust me, I've been there like numerous of times. Um, I've been there so many times, and I want to let y'all know that it is okay, because everything is not peaches and cream, there's going to be rain and there's going to be thunderstorms, and every day is not going to be a sunny day, but you have to get you back on track for you. And I've just been, trying to figure out a lot of things that I like to do, things that, like as a kid, I really didn't have a lot to do because, like, I was very sheltered as a kid, so I didn't really have freedom to really explore life. I didn't really explore life until I'm gonna say so I was like 16, and even then, it was very surface basis. Like I said, because I was sheltered, I didn't really have that option to explore, so I became, sheltered in that energy. So even when I did have the opportunity and the energy to explore, I wasn't really exploring to my fullest potential because I was still, just getting my foot wet and shit, and I wasn't really diving deep. So, like I said, it was a lot of fear-based energy there. When you really don't have that support system, especially as a child or as a young teen, you tend to kind of not know which direction to go because you're looking for that support that you never had. And you have to learn how to be your own support. You have to learn that nobody's going to love you the way you're going to love you. Nobody's going to support you the way you're going to support you. And most people will only come along your journey because they're going to see what your journey is benefiting for you, and they want a part of that. So then they want to tag along, and it's up to you to cut their ass out. And I want to tell y'all, like, it's okay to find yourself. Like, y'all need to find yourself because that's when your true happiness is gonna reside. Like, I'm on a journey right now, and I'm gonna make a video of that one soon. And you know, and my journey, I'm on a twin flame journey myself, and like I said, my journey has been one for the books. One for the books. My situation hasn't, by the grace of God, hasn't been as, crazy as my twins, but in my own way, I have my own turmoils as he has his. And it allowed me to, really take a step back and really see where I was being, very controlling. Like all of my flaws and all of the things that I needed to heal and fix, it allowed me to see it because that's what twin flame journeys do, right? It it holds that mirror up to you and say, this is what you do, and I'm mirroring it back to you. And sometimes I could just sit back and laugh at the situation because it's like it becomes funny after a while because it's like, damn, that's what I did. You know those moments where when you're in that moment, it just seems so dark, so gloomy, like everything's against you, everyone is against you, nothing is going your way. But when you start to raise your vibration, you start to move out of that and you start to reflect, you can laugh back on those things and be like, damn, that's how I really act. Like, that's crazy, boy. So that's where I'm, in that space of just going back and reflecting and to see my controlling ways and all of my, trust issues, abandonment issues, and all these crazy, crazy, crazy things that, self-limited beliefs that, like I said, I grew up in a codependent, narcissistic household paradigm, when my mom is very codependent, my stepfather is very narcissistic, and when you grow up in that paradigm, the trauma start early on in age, and that's where it started for me, the self-worth, the self-esteem things, and all these other, crazy things. Things that I needed my parents to, be on my side and to hold me down and, to ride out with me were things that they were, kind of throwing against me and stuff like that. And I'm gonna go into a video about that. I have a video about that on my Anchor podcast. The link is gonna be in the bio. But I'm gonna make a video on here about that whole situation and my situation with that too. And like I said, just getting back into the story, like I said, I allow myself to stray away from a lot of things. And like I said, God always showed me who I was at a young age. He showed me who I was, he showed me my path. But due to my own traumas, it was like, how can I help other people if I'm still in turmoil? And at that time when he was showing me who I wasn't even aware of my power and my path and everything. I was just like, oh, I'm a person of wisdom, and I can give out these advices and these words of wisdom and these stories and blah blah blah. And I wasn't really understanding it coming into my power of who I truly and naturally was, right? So, like I said, at that time I was still a teenager. So I was just so oblivion to everything. I was just living the 3D muggle life. And, once I started my journey last year with my twin, that's when everything really, really started. And, it's crazy, it's funny. Like, I love my twin, I do. It's just unconditional love because this journey was an amazing journey and I'm thankful for it. And like I said, I allow myself to stray away and to get sidetracked by things, as we always do. But now I'm in that point of you know just finding my footing again. So it's like, Gigi, what is things that you always wanted to do that you never got a chance to do, or things that you want to do that you kind of put off? And I've understand and come to the realization of the things that I wanted to do that I put off, that I never, and a lot of patterns of mine. Like, I started to notice a lot of patterns, and I kind of picked up on it, and I was just like, that's not good. So I want to tell y'all, like, it's never too late to find what y'all like to do. Like, I want y'all to really challenge yourself. Like, I am about to challenge myself to do a 21-day challenge. I'm gonna fast. I want to fast for 21 days, but I'm gonna go for as long as my body allows me to. When my body tells me to stop, then I'm gonna stop. I want to, do a 21-day challenge where I'm waking up earlier to really get an hour in meditation. I want to do at least a solid hour in silence of meditation, and then I want to do like another like 15 minutes of like you know um with binaural beats or something like that, some type of music and stuff like that. And then I'm waking up earlier at like 4, when I wake up at like 4 or 5 and get that done. And then I'll go into waking up, soon as you wake up, you need to go into a prayer and thank God for waking you up and allowing you to be able-bodied and to continue on another day of your journey. And then go into my meditations and my my affirmations and yoga, and do my my routines, my morning routines, and and on top of that, just really become more active, eat healthier. I have a beach where I live, so go to the boardwalk and really just play handball, run in the sand, sit on the sand, put my feet in the water, and just really get tuned with myself. Like, I've ordered me a picnic basket, and I'm gonna take myself out on more picnics. And I went to Barnes and Nobles. I've got me books, and really just sit and take time to be with myself and not listen to any music. And I mean, unless I'm guided to, and just really relax and just spend time with myself. Take myself out on picnics, and take myself out to restaurants, and just allow my energy to just be there, to just be one with my energy. And you really have to start doing things that make you feel good for yourself, things that makes you feel happy. And it's a lot of people that's really been scared to like start their business or start a YouTube or start a podcast or go back to school and stuff like that. And all the things that I've put off, I'm putting energy to get back into. um, so you really have to find your footing and find where you falling off at. Like, and especially if your chakras are blocked, you know what you need to unblock. If it's your root chakra, if it's your sacral chakra, if it's your solar plexus chakra, if it's your throat chakra, your crown chakra, the third eye chakra. These chakras are blocked, and those are chakras that you need to start unblocking. Like I said, you could do meditation. They got sleep meditation that you can just put on while you sleep. They got 15-minute meditation. 20 minutes, an hour, especially if you're traveling and you're like on public transportation and stuff like that. Just put your headphones in and just vibe out for that hour, for that 30 minutes while you're traveling, and really just breathe, do a lot of breathing exercises. Like, I really just want to push myself. Like, right now I am like on a water fast. It's supposed to have started 2 days ago, but I wasn't gonna, force myself into anything. I wanted to gradually just like take myself into it. So today, I'm going to my goal is 72 hours. So I know I can do it because I've done it before. And that's something that I've always known. Like, I have the willpower, I have the determination, I have the motivation, I have, like, I have that stamina to achieve and to do it. And you just gotta, like I said, you just gotta find your foot and do things that make you happy, whether it's doing hair, whether it's getting yourself cute and going out, travel to places that you normally wouldn't travel to, take yourself out to more brunches. Like, I would say, take yourself out to dinner, but no, take yourself out to more brunches. Get your energy out there during the daytime. It's okay at night, but I feel like nighttime is a little bit more somber. It's a little bit more settled. If you out during like morning or daytime, where that energy is really at its, for me, this is just for me. Y'all might feel differently, but for me, daytime energy is, for me, is at its highest time. They say sun is at its highest at noon. In certain places, certain people believe sun is at its highest at noon. And I feel like that's when you need to be out, because that's when the people's going to be out. And even if you go out by yourself, right? You take yourself out by yourself, engage in the environment around you, compliment people, talk to people. At least allow yourself to let the universe know that you're open for, friendships, communication, a relationship, or whatever that you're trying to do. At least allow the universe to know that you're open and that you're in a receiving mode, so that they can give you those things. Don't close yourself off, and especially if you're on a journey, whether